everybody. Welcome to the Humm Daddies. I am Jake Lucas. I'm joined by Joseph Starkey and David Greenstein. We are three fathers that love the 49ers and the Warriors. And two of us love the SF Giants. The other one talks about them with us because he's a big baseball fan. And God, a lot going on right now, guys. How's everyone doing? We're on the eve of the Warriors opening up the next NBA season. That's exciting stuff. The 49ers just had a hell of a win last night. Got us all juiced. That's exciting stuff. The Giants are on the verge of hiring Tennessee's manager, Tony Lavello. That's very exciting stuff to two of the three of us. What's going on, guys? How you doing? How you doing, Joe? How you doing, Dave? Let's hear it. Let's hear the good vibes. A lot of good vibes in sports right now.
Yeah, man, it's like chock full of sports right now. I'm just totally overwhelmed. The Mariners just blew it against the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays are going to the World Series. George Springer with the big 3-run home run. Yeah. So there's baseball going on, and the Niners, man, they did it, baby. They're back in business. I was kind of doubting them a little bit, and they're back. They're 5-2. My Cal Bears are also 5-2, and the Warriors play tomorrow. This has got a lot going on.
Yeah,
Dave. I feel like an It's It. You guys know what an It's It is, right? Born and raised in San Francisco, a cookie ice cream sandwich covered in chocolate. Oh, I have the excitement of the Warriors, the one cookie coming up, and the Niner game was fucking amazing. What a dazzling victory! Everyone showed up. The text that I had earlier, it felt very real that we were going to crush those birds and cook them up. So I'm sandwiched between just a great day, except that it's Monday and work sucks. But that's cool. That's why we're here podding.
Yeah, that's cool when you get to bask in that game. I mean, just the afterglow of that. There's nothing like coming off of a huge win like that, especially when all your chips are in, and it looks like you might be flailing a little bit, and it's kind of like, I need a good hand here. Am I going to stay in this game? And that was kind of it's not a must-win game, but that game said a lot. I'm still very excited about it. I'm still, I'm tickled pink.
Yeah, I mean, go back a week ago, I kind of thought that we were on the downhill side. I didn't think we were going to be overcoming this Fred Warner loss like we just did. I kind of thought this season is on the ropes and the outlook not so good. And then these guys, they proved me wrong. This young defense, offensive line stepped up a little bit. This, Mac Jones, he's just a little gunslinger. And then, Christian McCaffrey, don't forget about the best player on the team, best running back in the league. Christian McCaffrey just showed what he's all about yesterday. That was amazing.
It was George Kittle's return that I think allowed that to happen. That was the run blocking, baby. Run blocking is the name of the game, and this is a running team. And that's why my first thought was to bet McCaffrey player props, but then I saw the number, and it was higher than he'd had all year. So I went with the safe bet, Brian Robinson Jr. That guy got his over on yardage in the first two plays of the game for him, like the first series of the game. That was the easiest bet I've ever made in my life. But just Kittle had such a huge presence, and yeah, my stars are him and obviously Saleh. That guy gets that D fired up, and it reminds me a lot of the 2019 Niners D that had like a couple vets on it and then a ton of young talent, and they got pumped from Robert Saleh. And you gotta love seeing Fred Warner up there in the suite, just like so locked in on the game. I mean, Nick Bosa, where were you? Probably in Florida, but
our two leaders are leading. Kittle back on the field yesterday. He's a leader. He said, I think in the press conference, that his goal was to make Christian McCaffrey the offensive player of the week. I think he did that. Mm-hmm. And Fred Warner, you saw what he was doing from the box and from the locker room. I mean, that guy's a presence. These guys are real leaders. And they got a bunch of young bucks who are next man up in it right now. They're looking great.
Guys, I got a question for you. How does it feel to have your fifth win and it be the first one where we won by 2 scores? Like every game we've been inching. Oh, so God, how are we going to get out? And some of the wins have been amazing. In fact, most of them have been awesome. But this one was almost better because we won by 2 scores, including the punch him in your mouth at the end of the game with in my opinion, the best throw, the best play all the way around, where Christian McCaffrey catches the longest receiving yard catch of the day, 17 yards, puts him right at the goal line. They punch it in. He gets dragged in illegally. Who cares? Niners win by 10. It was just that play that you want so bad. You think there's no way this team can make that throw, let alone to Christian McCaffrey. And the best part about it was, as you might have been wanting to say, is George Kittle set the whole thing up by being a decoy over the middle. And that opened McCaffrey up right there to just kind of sit in the zone, catch it, lay down, and take the 17-yard and first down. It was just such a – I love the feeling of winning by 2 scores.
And it's not just the total. I mean, the 2-score total. It felt like we were in control, like surprisingly, especially in the second half. I just felt like we were an overpowering team. We were the better team. And if you watched Atlanta just abuse the Bills the week before, and the Niners get abused by the Bucks the week before, I don't know how anyone could have seen this coming exactly. I thought we had a chance. I didn't think we were gonna just kind of dominate the field of the game, and that's how I. It was
a badass 20 points for the Niners against the number 1 defense as of before that game, and the Falcons. They're the best defense in the NFL.
Defense in the league, I believe.
Hey, George Kittle didn't catch a pass, but he made more offense happen than any other player did. I mean, it's like having Fred Warner on offense in a way. That's the feeling.
Big fan of the show. First thing he said was, George Kittle is a disaster. Not a single catch. Unbelievable. Unreal. Of course, thinking about his fantasy.
His fantasy, of course.
And I was like, dude, this guy just made our run game happen for the first time all year. And, that provided some laughs on our fantasy football player.
I don't know why fantasy football doesn't embrace the O-line, where you, pick an O-line and you get, it's like having, a defense where you'd get the the points related to how many total rush yards you get for the season, or how little sacks you give up.
They should have PFF scores for offensive linemen fantasy.
There you go.
Well, I did not see this coming at all. And the reason why I really didn't see it coming is because I didn't think this interior of the offensive line would perform like they did. Dominic Pooney played pretty damn good. Their run ball between the guard and the center, right up the middle. You saw Trent Williams throwing people around. And then we had Jake Brendel got hurt. So that was a plus. And,
we lost Jake. Keep going though. Wait, who? And the new center came in and dazzled, right, Joe?
Well, yeah, you don't forget his name is Hennessy, and
that's
he was pushing people around. From what I could tell, it's hard to see exactly what the center's doing if you don't have the the replay on it. But the proof is in the pudding. Christian McCaffrey was running up the middle like a beast, and I don't know if that's because George Kittle was creating more of a presence on the outside of the line, but for whatever reason, all of a sudden, Pooney and Brendel or Hennessy or who's the right guard of the left guard, Connor Colby, they were doing work. They were
and I think
right goal line.
And I honestly think a lot of this comes back to the whole what a Kittle can do for you when it comes to that first linebacker who comes around an edge. Who is he going to meet before he meets the running back? George Kittle. Maybe it's 2 linebackers. Maybe he can't get them both, but he always makes the right decision, it seems like, to get the guy who's the most likely to have an assist or make the tackle on the running back, which just frees him up to make that next move. And Christian McCaffrey ran so beautifully, whether it was off of a catch or run. He was on it last night. I mean, the amount of guys he made miss, that one cornerback he made miss, I think it was on a swing pass, and he or maybe it was actually a pitch, but he made him look so bad, and he just he had no chance to even get a hand on him. Just leapt out and it was gone. And it's just watching this guy play football is second to none. I mean, his hands are great. He doesn't do anything poorly. Everything is expert, and it's just I'm so happy he's a 49er. And I hope he stays healthy just because I want to watch him play. I don't even care that much about whether they win from time to time. I just want to watch him play football. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it was a work of art. He had 201 all-purpose yards, 129 on the ground, 2 rushing TDs, which is rare for this 49er team, and another 7 catches and 72 yards. The guy is a phenom. This is just like the zenith of even a Christian McCaffrey game. He just what a week. I mean,
and and the thing is like, if you're the Falcons, you're the number one defense, what are you thinking all week? We're preparing for Christian McCaffrey. We're going to stop Christian McCaffrey. What are you going to do? You're not stopping. CMC is going to beat you. He's just going to beat you. And they have an equal, running back, in the grand scheme of things. I'm forgetting the Falcons running back, his name, but he's one of the best in the league right now. And they exchanged jerseys at the end of the game, celebrating running back, the running back holiday, as it were. And yeah, right. And they trained together. But the better man was CMC, and the better team won. And it was awesome to see.
He was unbelievable. And then, talking about that play that Kittle was kind of a distraction. There was a 3rd and 17 play, I think. And, Mac Jones just really did a good job of selling he just looked off McCaffrey the whole time. It was focused on Kittle, and the last second zips it over. The whole team is playing really well. And this Mac Jones guy, man, we get a little bit of balance here with the running game. I think they ran it twice as many times as they've been running it in the past. I think Mac Jones dropped back like 49 times last week or something like that.
That's a really good point, though, Joe, about Mac Jones and how you can subtle body movements. You don't need a pump fake to draw and move defenders with your body. And a quarterback who's really good at figuring out how to manipulate the defense can open his own lanes for himself. And Mac Jones did that to CMC. And it kind of made me laugh a little bit when you were talking about it, because I thought the complete opposite, although he had his own way of doing it, was Jeff Garcia, who was like dancing on coals in the pocket. Still probably moving defenses around, but it was just constantly jittery around until he found the throw. It was a perfect play for what was otherwise a perfect 49er win.
And you got to love Brandel going out, addition by subtraction there.
100%.
Hennessy came in and the team looked so much better instantly. Yeah.
What does it say for Brendel right now?
Good riddance, homie. I got a way better vibe, and I saw better line play once he went down. I think he was the biggest problem on the line. So that was good to see.
We've been harping on that for a couple weeks now. He sucks, and all of a sudden that line's moving. So I think there's something to it. We'll see how it goes.
Who else can we get rid of and have a star step in? That's the kind of season it's been. Chase Lucas. That guy was making plays all over the field. He almost had a pick 6. On that play on 4th down, and he ended up just knocking it down, and it was great. But man,
he stepped in for Stout, and I remember Chase Lucas was played a big part in that Rams win too. He had a couple of huge plays.
Let's talk about this defense, because they probably more even so than the offense. I kind of know what CMC is all about, and I feel like the line can be better than they have been. But this young defense, gosh, really impressed me this week. Bethune playing 10 tackles, playing great hard mouth football. The whole team's playing hard mouth. You had Bryce Huff, who I guess has a little injury. He played really well around the corner. Sam O had a nice sack there, and you had DeAndre Lenore.
Malik Mustafa.
That Mustafa hit was so just what I missed from that guy last year.
It's so
just
nice having him back.
Cracking.
Yeah, it's awesome having that guy back. He's such an energizer bunny kind of player. Gotta love it.
He has the Hufunga vibe right off the bat. It's very similar.
The Whitner Goldson vibe.
The Dante Goldson vibe. I like it.
Yeah. Did you see after Chase Lucas made that play how the team rallied around him? They freaking loved that guy, and they were just could not believe how great it was that he made that play. And then also after the game, Chase Lucas at his locker was telling how Saleh and the defensive coaches basically caught him what was going to happen. They called it out early in the week and gave him film on it. And Chase saw what was going to happen, and he's just like, I just got to beat him to the ball. I know exactly where it's going.
That's awesome.
Like, I should have had a pick six. It went through my arms, but got the job done.
I mean, is it me, or is Saleh just a next level kind of D coordinator, man? Like the feeling with him back, it's incredible how guys just step up. Everyone seems to buy in. There's just such a great energy and great chemistry, it seems, on the defensive side of the ball for these guys. It's if there was an injury a couple of years ago with when we had a new coordinator every year, we were screwed. We were up the river without a paddle, and now it just seems like there's that cohesion, and there's guys buying in. There's young talent. There's hungry talent, and I'm just loving what I'm seeing defensively. It's amazing.
I think everybody wants everybody else to succeed. Like it's like everyone's a cheerleader. If you're not in the game or you're even in the game, everyone wants the other guy to be successful, especially right now because there's like your next man up. Like you never know when you're going to get hurt, and so why not just be like, I'm going to go out there and give everything I have, and if I get hurt, well, someone's going to fill in right behind me. It's very 300-esque.
Yes, and Bethune really filled those shoes very nicely. He had a very solid game. I was impressed with him. I mean, I've heard that he is a stud in practice, and a lot of the guys who watch all the Niners practices and stuff really like him. And he's kind of thrown into the fire last week, but I think he really stepped it up and he did a hell of a job. And it couldn't have hurt that Warner was there. Oh, and they showed him video, I guess, of Warner's rookie year when he was wearing the same number.
Yeah, that's a good story.
Yeah, that was a great story.
Jake, when you mentioned earlier about how we had this game under control, sometimes it's also like just those little things that go your way. Like at the end of the first half, when the Falcons are all of a sudden driving, like here's going to be the time when they come down and they might score,
Mr.
and then all of a sudden this game feels totally, and then Penix's intentional grounding, and it wasn't even that like egregious of one. It was just like a little bit of an oops play. 10-second runoff with no timeouts.
Them's the rules, fella.
That really bit them in the ass.
Totally.
And even though they scored a touchdown on their first drive the next half, but you just felt like that was the touchdown you're supposed to score at the end of the first half, and you just got it now. We're good.
Yeah, the 10-second runoff thing when they're like, that
it was like, exactly 10 seconds left.
Lady Luck might be here for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. I get the feeling we're the team that doesn't really make the mistakes anymore. And it's like you're playing a tennis match and you just keep putting into play and they're eventually going to make the error. I feel like this whole NFL 2025 is kind of up for grabs. There's no team that's just going to run away with it. Even the Philadelphia Eagles, they don't look like they're that team. Why not the San Francisco 49ers?
It's a why not us kind of year. It's the field is open. Get lucky. Maybe a few other guys get hurt that are playing against you that would have otherwise been there, and the luck swings back our direction. Maybe we get a few guys back that maybe weren't supposed to. I mean, I'm not going to say it out loud, but I am. Fred Warner could be back in January. You never know. I mean, it's a 3-month injury, and the guy, no one's going to get back faster than Fred. No one wants to be on the field more than him. So maybe
honestly,
Fred's back.
Guys, the biggest change, I think we need to keep Kittle healthy. Because when we have a run game like that, and he's blocking and he's controlling the run blocking, and we just do, it's a downhill run game. That's our bread and butter. When that's reliable and we can count on that, that's such a huge part of the Niners going forward and winning games. I mean, there were some wins we just pulled out of the hat where Mac had to throw for like 380 yards. But if you can just control the clock, control the run game, control the speed of the game, that's going to definitely play out in our favor. So I think Kittle is the big – Kittle and Trent, keep them healthy.
No, I think I totally agree. I think line play really will help dictate terms. And I think Shanahan really knows what to do with a running game. It's been kind of weird that we've been passing 50 times a game. Mm-hmm. It's just really not Shanahan, San Francisco 49ers football. And I think, seeing what they did against the Falcons last night, that is how we want to play. And if that means if it's George Kittle, I couldn't tell if it's George Kittle because we were running up the middle, but maybe because he was playing so well on the outside and there was less focus on
it's his presence alone causes
100%.
Yeah. It causes
automatically draws more attention for a pass play. So even if you play action, he draws that extra level. Like, don't let George get away because he's got that much more talent than their other tight ends in the league.
Yeah, and there's technical factors to it also. Like the defense has to play, keep an eye out for him as well. So, he might be coming at you. There's scheme stuff involved with it, but it's also just in general, George Kittle's presence helps the run game big time.
Yeah, and then when you're running the ball like that makes it easier for Mac Jones. And let's keep going with Mac Jones. I don't want to mess around with this Purdy toe business. Let's play the hot hand. And why are we going to be pushing our $252 million guy, whatever he is, into re-aggravate his turf tour?
How the tune changes from 49ers fans.
No, hey, speaking of hot hand,
I don't.
Go ahead.
Can I get 1 second? I don't think. I think Purdy is still our quarterback of the future. I don't think he has value.
He has to be. There's no other choice. He has to be our quarterback of the future.
He has to be He is our quarterback of the future. He's at least for the next 4 years here. I don't see that changing. But why are you going to risk that when you have Mac Jones balling out there? But from everything I hear, Purdy is just not quite right.
Yeah, and they announced it on the sideline reporter said it to everyone. Did you hear that little tidbit last night?
Why don't you tell me?
She said, so talking to Mac Jones, he said he's so frustrated. He's never had an injury that lingers this long. It's indefinite. His injury, he's out indefinitely, even though the team said like a couple days before he's probably going to start the following week. And she just gave all this like psyche info. I guess Brock spilled the beans about his injury to her and said he's super frustrated. His toe is killing him. He doesn't know if he can play on any given day. And so it sounds like Mac should be in there for the foreseeable future.
As long as he can stand up. He's got his own little injury issues.
Right.
He can't really run well. But do not let Brock Purdy in the game for like 3 more weeks at least. And the other thing that's going to happen is when Brock Purdy does play, and if he doesn't perform at it, if they don't win, let's just say that, they don't win with Brock Purdy, we got Mac Jones. I think he's 4-1 in his five starts. And if Brock Purdy comes in there and he doesn't win, it's going to be a circus. People are the whole national media will just
bring him in when he's ready, when he's fully healthy. Don't give fans and media more opportunities to create a rivalry.
It won't just be the San Francisco media. It's going to be all of sports media will descend on Santa Clara and talk about it all the time on PTI and you name it.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of hot hands, there's also
I think you mean hot feet. Hot feet.
I mean, this guy is so damn good. How good do you feel about this guy? I mean, I think I'm in love. 17 for 17. Are you kidding me?
I still have
he had another doink.
I still have never enjoyed a kicker more in my entire life.
100%.
Yeah.
His kicks are so sweet. They're so straight. They just kind of get in there and
they're
just
glorious. They're majestic.
Nice and high.
They
beautiful
are
kicks.
Stunning. They're stunning.
That 55-yarder, he just nutted it beyond the goalpost. It was so pure.
Dead center.
I mean, wow. The guy is in fuego.
And if you hear him get interviewed, he's like a really good dude too. There's so much to root for.
Yeah.
I mean, the vibe shift between Bad Moody and Eddie De Niro Pinheiro has been just so dramatic.
I think Eddie Money has something to do with the Niners playing really well too. It's like we've had all this bad news, and finally we get something to like. Here's a little bit of good news,
and then all confidence. Of a sudden, it just how can you not be more?
Things are going to go our way.
Yeah,
things
that
are going to go our way.
Has your back, and that gives everyone on the club some confidence. I would imagine.
Yeah. It's got to give the play calling some confidence. Got to give your quarterback some confidence that you can just kind of rip it. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, Eddie Money's got your back.
Absolutely.
He's going to get 3 points.
Well, let me just get it just inside the 40, and we're good. We got points on the board.
I mean, Eddie Money has your back. You know who else has your back? One Simon Knight. Simon Knight, the 6'8" beast of a man who knows about finance. Oh, he does. He knows how to advise you on investments. He knows how to talk to you about your financial situation, what to invest in and what not to invest in. He's a proud sponsor of our show. We love to have him as a listener, and we love to, just tell you, the audience, about what he does for us and our money.
Don't put your cash under the bed in a suitcase. Shove it underneath a couch with your cocaine. No, I'm kidding. But you're gonna want to put that cash somewhere, and you want that flow to come back to you with a lot of interest or with a lot of return. And that guy is Simon Knight. You can reach Simon Knight at 510-365-2371. 510-365-2371. Simon Knight is with Edward Jones.
He is with Edward Jones. You can reach him once again, 510-365-2371. 510-365-2371. Simon Knight. Okay, guys, are we done with the Niners for now? Do you want to look forward to the next game? Or we got to talk Warriors, guys. I, for one, am really excited about the NBA season. Started at an NBA draft last night for fantasy. And those are usually that's a fun league to be in. I usually finish third, and you have little Pete Figueroa or Artie and Gabe's team finishing first or second.
All 6 guys in your NBA fantasy league.
12, buddy. 12. It's a deep league. 13 counting shared teams. Yeah. No, 14 now with shared teams because 2 guys come.
Now I'm slightly impressed.
Yeah, no. And I finished third like clockwork. It's a very strange thing how that happens. Little Pete and Artie rotated in first and second, and I finished third. And we've been in the league for 15 years. Very strange.
Figueroa showed me his last 10 years in the league, and it's very impressive. I think he's got like 5 championships in the top 3, 9 of the 10 years. So
yeah.
He doesn't strike me as an NBA guy, but that is impressive.
I think he's really good at the stats in for the NBA for some reason. He's just kind of got it down to a science.
Got to be using Chat GYP now.
He's been doing it before that. But yeah. So yeah, guys, Warriors debut their new look squad, older and better than ever. Tomorrow night against the Lakers. It's the only
LeBron-less Lakers.
LeBron-less Lakers, but a skinny Luka Lakers, and boy, that skinny Luka was looking sexy in the preseason. Man, he was looking sharp. But
is he doing skinny latte commercials? I think I saw one where he might have ordered a skinny latte like in a Starbucks commercial. But he should do that because Caucasian Luka and a latte makes a lot of sense to skinny it up.
Yeah, whatever he's doing is working.
What do you think they got Luka doing out there? Like LeBron's ice chamber type of deal?
I mean, there's probably all kinds.
It's the LA diet.
It's LA.
It's the LA diet.
The LA diet would be Coke.
That's a second reference. It could also just be bulimia. This is also an LA opportunity.
Yeah, hard drugs and eating disorders. That's what you do to lose weight in LA. But yeah, anyway. So it's a standalone game. It's opening up the entire NBA season. It's Lakers, Warriors, NBC, Peacock. Be there tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Or maybe it's even earlier because it's the only national game. And I'm excited. It's the NBC broadcast as well. They're back broadcasting the NBA. So it's Michael Jordan might be on the coverage.
Oh, John Tesh. You get the John
Tesh theme song back. MJ is going to be a talking head, I guess, along with some other studs. Yeah. It'll be a little.
Is he drinking whiskey the whole time?
Yeah, it'll be like rolling dice, playing cards, drinking whiskey.
I'm excited to see MJ. That'd be cool.
Yeah, hopefully he wears his number 45 Bulls jersey or
can I tell you,
White Sox jersey.
I'm not excited to see MJ. MJ's terrible at he has nothing to offer.
Well, you know what? I think
I'd rather see Jeff Van Gundy talk about Michael Jordan.
Nah.
Yeah, I agree, Dave.
I've had enough Jeff. I like Jeff okay, but I've had enough. I don't need to see him as a talking head. I like Stan Van as well.
Yeah, give me a Van Gundy from Martinez.
Yeah, Stan Van is the better Martinez boy. But yeah, so what are your guys' thoughts? I mean, Steven Jackson today said that the Warriors have the best starting 5 in the NBA. So
what year?
This year.
This year, not 2015. If you could take those guys and pull them back,
right? No, I mean it's Steven Jackson, and he smokes a lot of weed. But what are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, if you guys think about since we got since we got Butler at the end of last year, we were like, I don't know, something like 21-6 or something, and then the playoffs hit. So I don't know. I feel like we were pretty good with Butler, and we just became a different team altogether. So I'd like to see that stick. We're all a year older, so who the hell knows? Al Horford, does he still have anything left in the tank? Does Kuminga want to play for Steve Kerr? He sure looks talented. I mean, our problem being athleticism and age, Kuminga really solves that problem, but I don't even know if he cares to be here, and I don't really care to have him.
As I said in Thursday Night Live, which you can check every Thursday with Zachariah and Artavan Davron, the Anthony Melton. I can't wait to see a full season of D'Anthony. Hopefully he stays healthy.
You know what? You're going to make me root against D'Anthony Melton because you're going to be so difficult to live with if he does well.
Called it.
It's going to be incessant.
Can I ask a question, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. We Steven Jackson, great starting five. Great. That starting five probably has about 18 minutes on the floor together on any given night. That next five, there's 14 players. Last year, we were notorious for playing every single person on that bench. It seemed like most teams were going through an 8-9 man rotation. We're going 12 to 13.
Early on, at least we did, yeah.
Early on, as the season progresses, you get a little more into this is what we're going to run with the playoffs, so you maybe reduce. But what does that second unit look like? And just give me, you don't have to give me the iterations. Give me your favorite five, less the starting five, who you could see on that court. Or you and Joe. I want to hear what you think.
Ooh.
So,
Joe,
while we start with the starting five, you got your Curry, Butler, Draymond, Pods, and
Horford.
Ooh, gosh, we're old. All right. So then you got Kuminga, Healed, Post, Melton, and maybe like a Guy Santos or a GP2 or a
Pat Spencer.
This is where the maybes come in. There's a lot of maybes. I want five players. Who is that second five? Don't mix in anybody of the starters. I need five players. Is there a five, or is it just a mix?
I mean, he kind of gave it to you there. We're just kind of missing a one, I think. Who's the other one?
Can D'Anthony Melton run the? Can Melton run the one?
I'm sure. I mean, now it's positionless basketball. Honestly,
I'd say
they can all do it.
Melton and Buddy.
Yeah.
See, I think this is the issue. I don't think we really have a backup point guard. I really don't think. I mean, you could try and squeeze Jimmy Butler into the mix to take the ball a little bit. You can maybe say Pods take it up a little bit, but we really don't have that second point guard right now.
But Dave, honestly, they'll be. Part of that starting five will play with a few guys from the second unit at certain points in the game as well. You know, Kerr likes to have those like multiple different lineups he puts in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And get it.
Yeah. So,
and that's a good point, Jake. And maybe that's where we start to think, okay, well, that probably means Curry and Jimmy Butler are going to be on the court together for maybe 12 minutes a game. You're going to get them 6 in the beginning and 6 at the end. And the rest in the middle is going to be them sharing the court with 4 other guys. Because I don't really know who else I would give the ball to of every one of these players we mentioned who I trust to make the right decision when it becomes a crunch time last 5 seconds on the clock.
Well, I remember Pods really gelled with a certain other guy last year too. Who was the lineup Pods was really good with? Draymond, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I also want to see Jimmy Butler with Healed. I want to see that little situation.
I guess for the fun, buddy antics.
They have their double bobblehead at the speaker table. Have you seen that?
See how they gel in person on the same unit. See if they crack jokes in between plays. That'd be so silly.
It would be. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious about Quentin Post. That's a guy I'm kind of focused on. I think he could continue to make strides. A lot of these other guys are known quantities. I mean, I think we know where we're getting from Al Horford pretty much.
I have a bad feeling about Quentin Post, Joe. I think he's going to hit the sophomore slump pretty hard. I think his playoff experience was probably kind of like the way TJD was playing really well in the playoffs, kind of messed him up, and then he lacked confidence in the beginning of the season. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But Quentin Post, I could see having a bit of a sophomore slump. I hope he's resilient because he's a bit older as a sophomore.
Moses Moody as well? Moses Moody, anyone? Didn't mention him.
Yeah.
We have like
he had a bad playoff.
God, we got a deep squad.
GP2 is back as well.
I like Artie's take on GP2. Enough of these glue guys. Why do these glue guys get to keep making it back on the team? That was stupid.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, I like GP2.
Thursday Night Live, right? Thursday Night Live.
Thursday Night Live was fire last week. I watched that and enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're obviously just going to see it happen before, in front of our faces, because Kerr's, like he always does, he's going to have to play all these guys and figure it out. A lot of guys are going to be unhappy whose roles decrease. All we know is that those starting older vets are going to, we know who they are. Barring injury, they'll get their minutes, and then we'll have to decide what the hell all this other stuff around them looks like. But I think the depth is solid. I think we have good depth.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Overwhelming depth.
Yeah, so
I just want to get rid of Kuminga. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I mean, maybe throw him in a package.
I think the goal is to play Kuminga just enough to show his talent, and then hopefully him and a couple other guys become an opportunity for us to give it away. A lot of it's going to depend on how well we play as a team. Because if we're just ripping and roaring, I think you keep him. We have him for 2 years. Don't mess up stuff. Don't try and introduce new players. I would ask the one other question, you guys. If there's one piece before the season starts, let's assume there are no injuries, but you still can say, I want one more guy to feel really good going to the playoffs, or one position maybe, if you can't think of a player. Who is that?
I want Pods to be operating on all cylinders. I feel like he really changes the game. I mean, the sad thing for me is Kuminga is exactly who we need athletically, age-wise, what he does, on defense, what he could do on defense, what he could do on the boards. But he just doesn't seem to want to do that, which really leaves a gaping hole, not only, on the court, but like just mentally. It's a disconnect with the team, which is an abnormality for a Steve Kerr team.
Jake, what do you think? What are we missing?
I would like a pure one around. I don't think, after talking about it, it doesn't seem like we really have a pure one guard.
Like a John Stockton pure one?
Yeah. Well, we have Pat Spencer, but
God bless you, Pat.
Yeah. No, like a really, I don't know, like Jarrett Jack type, something like that.
Like a solid vet who can come in and just knows how to run an offense,
like
can take care of the ball.
Small, on ball kind of passer who can set up an offense, that kind of player. Seth Curry's coming back. Hopefully, he's not quite that. He's more of just a spot up shooter.
Yeah.
But he's small. I think that's kind of why he hasn't had a bigger NBA career, because he's undersized for the position he plays. Just like GP2, as I said, he's a 6'2" power forward essentially, so that's not great.
But, see, that's what I want, Jake. Yeah. I want a real power forward. I want a guy, not an Al Horford, who can do a little bit on the defensive side, kind of becomes a roadblock and hit a few corner threes. I want to jump out the gym, 6'9", 6'10", who Draymond can throw the ball up to, because the floor is going to space with a lot of our shooters. We just don't have that guy we've had for many, many of our championship years, the rise above the rim and throw it down. The McGee's, it was
Mo Spates.
I'm trying to think of. You can't forget about Mo Spates. High rise and Mo.
It's just not in the Steve Kerr Warriors DNA to get a big man bigger than freaking Draymond Green. Like, I've been wanting a Steven Adams type, just a big galoot to take up some space and push some people around and get a few boards. But we'll never, ever get that player. I don't know why.
Well, Bogut was pretty goddamn big. Won a title with him.
Yeah. I've been wanting a Bogut since Bogut left.
Me too.
Well, but Bogut was a special player because he knew how to pass. And there aren't a lot of centers who can pass like him, except for the best player in the league.
Jokic?
Yeah.
I'll take Jokic. Let's trade Kuminga for
I'll take Jokic. I'll take a Jokic. If we could just get a Jokic, it would be this game would be a lot easier.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or Kevin Durant.
I love that for us.
I was reading the Warriors are their over-under is 46.5 games, which is good enough for about 7th in the West. Do you feel like that is accurate, or a little, How would you rank
I
them?
would hope they hit the over on that, but it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty fair because you got to figure one of the old dudes is going to be hurt for an extended period of time. I
would like to skip the whole playing game crap.
I have a good vibe about this squad more so than I have in the last couple of years. I think they were more of a work in progress. With the pieces seemed a little more missing before, like the last year going into the season. We didn't quite know what we had. We had some random signings with what's his name? Well, with Melton and Kevin. No, not Kevin Martin. He was a Rocket. Who's the other dude we had? The big, slow, whatever they call him, from Minnesota. We traded him mid-season.
Oh, Slow-mo?
Slow-mo. Yeah. Well,
Slow-mo.
Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh, Slow-mo.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Anywho, there was some question marks there and the year before. I think we have a pretty solidified squad right now, and the only question is health. I think this team, if healthy, will definitely beat the 46.5 over-under. It'll definitely go over.
I feel like we're having the exact same conversation we had in like late August about the 49ers. Like, here we are again. Oh, if we could just be healthy. And then one hamstring, an ankle, and who's going to be those guys stepping it up this year like the 49ers on defense?
Bosa.
I don't know.
Was my main guy.
Yeah, because I can tell you what, Steve Kerr is not Robert Saleh.
No. But
I think, looking at this roster, I think one of the indicators for me is can Pods hit 3-pointers. I think that really changes the dynamic.
What percentage do you need out of Pods this year, Joe? What percentage? 37? You meant 40? You're not getting him at 40.
Under 40. 30, above 35.
42.
Above 35. 35 to 40. I agree. If Pods can get to 37, I think it makes us a much better team. Much better team. And it's crazy how much a couple of percentage points is a huge difference. Because I remember Clay was like, God, he's shooting terrible this season. He was shooting like 37.7% versus his typical 40. And it was like he was just the worst. That's how, that's the perception.
Well, also Clay, those last couple of years was super streaky. So that percentage wasn't very telling because he would either be like 1 for 10 or 7 for 9. So.
You mean the guy who scored 60 points in 20 minutes wasn't that streaky? That guy? He's always been streaky.
Quite a bit streaky.
His extremes were not as extreme when we needed them to be, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Pods, I want just shoot, 38, 39, and we're good. I think he shoots 37, 38 anyway.
Fantastic.
So, guys, I know we're not opening any cards tonight, but I have a couple of fun things to share.
Good. I have some.
You have a pack?
Continue on.
All right. Well, while Joe goes and gets his pack, I'll give a little explanation. So, as you can see over my my left shoulder, it'll be on your right side as you're looking. There's a 49ers stained glass little window behind me, and I was buying a lot of jerseys, and I felt a little bit like, I'm just buying jerseys to get jerseys. And I was like, I'm losing a lot of closet space here. I need to switch it up and find some other sports stuff to bring along. And so in the eve of the Warriors game, I have two things. Eve of the Warriors game to start the season.
Oh, here's Dave. He's walking back behind his microphone. He's picking up a basketball.
Whoa,
and it appears there's an autograph on this basketball. Who is this basketball autographed by?
So Stephon Wardell Curry is
boy.
entering his 17th season as a Golden State Warrior. He's one of the longest tenured players of any team ever, probably. But certainly probably in the league right now, he's probably second to none. And I got this basketball given to me as a Christmas gift from one of my colleagues about, it must have been about 5-6 years ago, and got me a signed Steph Curry basketball, and it was like, oh, that's cool. And then he's amazing. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer probably, but and now where we sit, I'm like, this basketball is dope. I got to put this thing in something a little nicer. So I'm gonna be putting that one up on the wall. My Wardell Curry.
Nice. So Dave, you didn't realize a signed Steph basketball was a pretty sick gift 5 years ago?
Right.
I know it was. I knew it was a sick gift. I was like, this is amazing, but I didn't like put it into the same like I need to take care of this, like the way you guys would say you pull out a card and you put it into a sleeve and you tuck it away. And but don't get me wrong, I'm very appreciative of it. You guys are giving me weird faces like I'm a buffoon for not.
Like you do know.
It's not like it was a $10,000 basketball the guy got for me.
Well, 6 years ago was 2019. They had already won
3 championships.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you really want Kevin Durant?
Yeah, where's my Kevin Durant basketball though? No.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna
All
say,
right,
I got this signed Steph ball from like 2012. I was like, oh, cool. No, from 5 years ago, 2020. He was already like one of the top 10 players of all time. But okay, cool.
No, he was not one of the top 10 players of all time at that point.
Okay,
he
top
was
15.
when he crossed the threshold of beating the Celtics, and he did it all by himself without Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Everybody knows that, especially you, Jake. Okay.
So
and then the last thing I want to...
You hate Steph.
I love...
You've
You've always been an anti-Steph guy.
You're
Jake,
anti-Steph.
And
You're anti-Steph. I heard it here.
Okay. And then last but not least, I am adding to my collection of stained glass windows by adding the San Francisco Giants stained glass special.
Wow. Sweet. What is that, like old school?
That's nice.
I don't know, but the people who I got it from, I found them on eBay. They were actually in Mill Valley, I think. And when I put my bid in, they missed it. They said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we missed your bid. If you still want it, we'd be happy to give it to you for a little bit less." I was like, "Okay." So then they accepted my bid. I paid for it, and then I got it today. And in comes the mail, and there's a note saying, "Oh, you accidentally overpaid," and they gave me a $5 bill. Like the nicest people I've ever met. And hey, listen, I hope this San Francisco Giants little thing brings us luck. I feel like my Niners is bringing us some hope this year. Let's go Giants in 26.
Yeah, so that brings us to the Giants managerial search. What do you guys think of this Tennessee dude?
Wild card. Who the hell knows? I mean, is a college coach. How often does a college coach perform well in majors? I don't know. Not too often.
It's almost unprecedented, right? Like, who hires a college manager? It just doesn't happen very often.
He must have some real special sauce if he's making that kind of leap. So
I watched.
I'm gonna have to do some research
stuff on him. He seems like a badass.
Okay.
I assume he's a complete badass to get hired for this.
And that's maybe a good thing. Maybe it's one of those where it's like you find this diamond in the rough because no one ever thinks to do this. And this is where you break some of the boundaries of, go out and get this guy who's got this, cachet. And this guy maybe has it in college, but it's college, right? And so you're breaking some of those boundaries. And this is why you hire a guy like Buster Posey to come in and shake things up. I'm not against it.
Yeah,
although he's not.
I trust
Latino.
Buster.
I trust
He's
Buster.
Italian.
100%.
That's fine.
It's close enough for me.
It really doesn't feel like
Same shit.
Type of. It feels a lot more like a personal rah kind of. You get a college coach who's more about personalities and getting the best out of people. So I feel like it's a different direction, than the Farhan stuff. Obviously,
it's opposite of Bob Melvin too. This guy's he wears his heart on his sleeve. He seems like he's really in your face. It's I think I can see Adamas really vibing with this dude. Apparently he drives a Maserati, listens to like deep house.
How could you afford a Maserati as a college head coach of baseball or a manager for baseball?
Tennessee, man. I mean, I'm sure they paid him well. He turned around the whole program. They're in the playoffs and World Series almost every year.
Yeah, they've been crushing it for a little while here.
Yeah, he's a renowned college baseball coach. Like he's very well known in college baseball circles.
So yeah, I mean, my question is, you kind of touched on it with Adamas. Can this guy was it Tony, whatever his name is,
Novello?
Can he inspire or hold captive these, motivate these guys to perform? Can he talk to,
Devers?
Devers.
Yeah,
Can you talk to Devers and Devers actually say, okay, coach, sure.
I see this guy relating to those our two like main Dominican dandies. I like his vibe. I think he's going to relate to younger, kind of flashier players. And then also, of course, like the Matt Chapmans will like him. He's a Tennessee baseball coach. Why not? And if Buster likes
the
him,
Giants, yeah. Fucking yeah. The Novello manager. Which means new in Italian.
I just feel like there's a little bit of a nuance when you go from college to majors. Like, the most important thing that a manager does, I feel like, is manage the bullpen and like know when to have guys coming out in the seventh inning. And I just feel like that's a different ball game in college. So we'll see if he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Well,
honestly,
it's a little weird because he's not officially signed yet, and apparently he was at practice today for Tennessee. We do have it confirmed that the Giants put an offer out to him, and he's like thinking about it, which kind of doesn't make the Giants look great. But what are you gonna
do? How did the story break if we haven't even signed him? I don't know. It's just that we put an offer in. Somebody got that much. Damn.
It got leaked. He's signed through a certain year at Tennessee, so he has to break his contract. But for some reason they wanted to kind of bleed this out there. So maybe put pressure on him because they want him so much to sign with the Giants. It's kind of rough to see.
So you guys excited about the World Series?
Yeah, dude, that Springer home run was special. And there's going to be a lot of blue and a lot of white, but I'm not looking forward to the Dodgers. I thought they would probably sweep the Mariners. I'm thinking the Jays can take 1 to 2 games. So it's going to be a slow walk to our death, and it's going to be rough. But
I agree with you, Jake. The Mariners were going to get crushed by the Dodgers. I actually have more hope with the Jays, only because they actually have a pretty consistent, fiery offense, and the pitching for the Dodgers is so good right now. If you can't hit, you got no chance. I think the Mariners' offense was kind of rickety. It showed some. We strike out a lot. We hit into double plays. Yada yada yada. I think Toronto could steal a couple. It comes down to momentum in a World Series, and at least Toronto's walking in, winning a Game 7, and maybe that can get them out to a hot start against the Dodgers.
Well, yeah,
that's the only chance they have.
Teams who sit a long time, also we've seen in history, get a little stale. So how many days off have the Dodgers had at this point?
We have a week off.
Yeah,
I think.
So that hurts the Dodgers for sure. Like, because baseball's a game of timing and repetition. We saw what the Giants did to the Tigers in 2012 when the Tigers were waiting around forever. So that's a plus. I'll put my hat on that. So hopefully the Blue Jays can come out and win the first couple.
Jays at home to start?
I'm not sure.
I think the AL won the All-Star game.
I think they're rotating these days.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. The All-Star game thing.
They don't anymore? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, wanted to look it up.
Hey, by the way,
anyway, I feel really bad for the Seattle Mariners because I was looking it up and I was like, realized, hold on. I feel really bad for the Seattle Mariners because they are the only team in Major League history or any current of the 30 Major League teams never to have gone to the World Series. Even the Padres, the Rockies, the Rays, everybody's gone to the World Series, even if they haven't won it. So,
damn.
I mean, sorry, Seattle.
The Brewers?
49 years. Was that Brewers 1982? They were in the World Series. Yeah, they were. So they're the only team that didn't make it, and they had it, man. They were up 3-1 in the 7th inning, and George Springer just brought the house down. I mean, that energy was crazy. I was doing the dishes, and I just heard this crazy roar. The excitement out there at the Rogers Center, the old Skydome, was crazy. It's electric.
In another funny, out of the Pit League friends and my fantasy friends, people on the pod are familiar with these days, including the Thursday night guys, Artie and Zach. Right after that Springer home run, everyone's like, whoa, that was dope. World Series moment, historic. Danny texts the thread. Kenneth Walker III sucks. He's ass. Just watching a Seattle, third-rate running back in some boring-ass second Monday Night Football game, not performing up to his liking.
Seahawks, Texans. Yeah. Hey, listen, at least Seattle has that.
Ridiculous. These guys are.
I hate fantasy sports.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I hate it for that reason.
It's getting more ridiculous by the day. These guys, the older we get and the more these guys care about Kenneth Walker III getting a 3-yard carry over a historic moment we're going to see repeated over and over in the NLCS or ALCS. Like, give me a goddamn break. Looking at you, Dano.
Hurt back Dano. Hey, listen, the Seahawks are up 27-12 over the Texans right now going into the fourth. So at least Seattle
But
has
Kenneth Walker the third is trash.
It's time. Joe, I think the Golden Bears are leading the way for the Niners right now because they share a 5-2 record.
I know.
Great beer can.
They've been mirroring each other's record the whole season.
Boy, they almost choked that one away on Friday night, huh?
Oh man, yeah. So Bill Belichick and his son came to Berkeley and they lost, but it was a pretty close game. In fact, I thought they were going to wrap it up and win that game, but this amazing play, not too dissimilar to a 49er game that happened a few weeks ago.
The Rams game.
Guy is going into the end zone for basically a game-winning touchdown, and he gets stripped.
Balls out.
And recovers the ball, all in the same guy, same play. It was awesome.
I love this mirror image of two Bay Area teams. It's fucking cool.
I was watching it live, and I was like, okay, game's over. Cal shit the bed again. No, not a shocker. And that was seriously, almost like the play status. That was some serious lady luck, or it was miraculous. That's all you can say.
It was one of those things where the guy's going into the goal line, and you even if you tackle him, you're going to get your momentum will get carried into the end zone. So it's like all you should do is go for the strip. He poked out the ball, went in the end zone, and the guy's just crawling. The North Carolina receivers just trying to crawl on his hands and knees to get the ball, but he just couldn't crawl fast enough. And then the guy, what's his name, Brent Austin, he's not a huge player for Cal. Just like Al Collins is not a huge player for the 49ers. Makes pops the ball out and picks it up in the end zone, and Cal ends up winning.
And good for JKS, man, because when I watch those games, it's like this is not NFL football. They have so many drops that these Cal receivers cannot catch a goddamn football. It's so frustrating. Like they should have ran away with the game. Instead, they almost lost it because of how many 3-and-outs they have because guys can't catch a football. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, tight end Mason Minnie, he dropped at least 2, maybe 3.
De Jesus had a couple.
Well, I can't get mad at De Jesus because
he had a couple good ones.
Jacob De Jesus had 13 catches.
Right.
So, I can't get you mad about that in a TD.
Yeah. He does look like DeMarcus Robinson from time to time.
Huh?
I said he does look like DeMarcus Robinson from time to time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that drop where it was.
Robinson finished today with 0 catches, and one of them was right in the breadbasket.
Yeah. He's good for a couple of those every week.
Yeah. This Cal team, their offense, I think, other than JKS, God, I hope we can keep them. But their offense has got some work to do. Hopefully we can get some recruits in the offseason. But this defense, I'm very excited about this. 2 linebackers are Kadu Olave and Luke Borelli are just crushing fools. And then the secondary, they all go to the NFL at Cal if you're in the secondary. So this guy, Zeke Massis, is a stud. And then there's that great play by Brent Austin. So I'm really high on the Cal defense.
Yeah.
Whether or not these Cal receivers can catch and if this offensive line can provide any space for Raphael, we'll see. But I'm looking ahead at the schedule, and I don't know, guys. I think we got Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech here on Saturday, and then maybe we'll go to the Virginia game if you guys want to join me on November 1st, day after Halloween.
Yeah.
Then we got Louisville, Stanford, SMU. Stanford just won. All you Stanford fans out there, they beat Florida State in a nail biter.
Andrew Luck has those kids playing hard.
Yeah, I was not expecting to see that. My poor Florida man friend, Jacksonville Jaguars losing, and then his Florida State losing.
Yeah, Jags got handled by the Rams overseas. That was embarrassing.
Jags do us no favors.
No.
They lose to the Seahawks. They lose to the Rams. They beat us.
Real thorn in our side, I'll tell you.
Yeah. So anyway, looking at Cal's schedule, I think it's going to be tough for them to win more than a couple games here left. They've already got 5. think the over was 5.5. So I'm hoping we hit that over, but it's gonna be real tough to beat Tech, Virginia, Louisville, SMU. I think those are good programs. We'll see.
No doubt. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up. We're probably out of time to get into anything else at this point. What do you guys think?
Unless you got any little kids things, or you want to open up a pack of cards while we talk about our kids, since it's a very childlike activity.
There you go.
Start off, Dave. Why don't you talk about
baby Adrian?
Yeah. She's not a baby any longer. She's a toddler now, right?
She's a big old, almost 2-year-old.
Big old lady.
Yeah. Well, I think the funnest moment, and I'll probably throw them up in our video production here. Jake and I both shared some captured some great photos of both of our daughters wearing little Niner cheerleader outfits. Mila sitting in a swing with some slick sunglasses, looking real cool, and Adrian was color coordinated on the carpet as we were watching the game. I mean, honestly, at the moment, there's nothing more fun than sitting down and, watching a football game with my daughter at this point, or hanging out and just going off on little adventures. We went and did the pumpkin thing and this weekend. I can't think of a specific moment, but I can tell you what, it's fun having a 2-year-old right now. Real fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Nice. I love that age.
She's 2 now, just about, huh?
I love that for you.
Crazy. So, here's my pack of cards. It's a 1990 Pro set. Think of who you'd want to pull out of a 1990 Pro set.
Okay. Wait, Joe. Where did you get this deck from? Where can the fans get a deck of cards
eBay?
Like this?
I just go on eBay.
eBay? Okay.
But, old football cards. So, also on my desk is a 1987 couple packs of 1987 Topps, because I'm trying to chase a Steve Young rookie card.
Nice.
I think that'd be.
Was Barry Sanders a rookie in 90?
I think he was a rookie in 89.
Thurman Thomas?
I don't know, but can I just show you the first card?
Yeah.
Look at the first card. Look at the first fucking card. What is that?
Is that Barry?
That's his name.
First card in the back is a Barry Sanders.
Love it.
That's awesome. Cheeky.
I was on to something there with my Barry Sanders.
Great deck.
I don't even know how to do this from this angle.
Just put it right in the camera. Just send it.
Kevin Green? Oh, Larry Combs.
Larry Curl.
Mike Kofer. Mike Kofer.
You know what? Mike Kofer was not that great.
No, he wasn't.
Sucked.
He was just on great teams.
We had a really good team.
Yeah.
Todd Helton and Mike Kofer were not doing too much. They were just standing in.
You can throw that one away.
Dan Marino.
Mark Clayton was good. I remember him.
We got this guy's Bud Carlson.
Is that a coach?
Yeah. You got coach cards back here.
Yeah.
Coach cards. That's
Who is that?
terrible.
John Settle? What?
Louis Lips? That's
Louis Lips?
a great name.
Yeah, Luis probably not.
Wrong sport, Jake. Does he play baseball too?
They still have the Pro Bowl go these days? I don't know.
You got a 1990 Pro Bowl.
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin.
Great in that Cowboys.
Is that a rookie?
Two. No, because it's 88, right?
Oh, he's 88.
Years.
Was he 88 or 87?
I think his rookie year was 89.
Was it 89?
Chris Miller and then some Super Bowl looking thing.
Okay, Irvin and Barry are solid.
Irvin and Barry.
Yeah,
very nice.
All right,
What's the market for football cards? Are they as valuable as baseball right now?
I don't know, but it's all about like how many were produced. So I got a bunch that were high produced, the wax era, but like the 1987 versus the 1990. The 1987 one, I think the Steve Young is worth like over $1,000. So it kind of depends.
Wow.
On the year.
Hey, before we sign off, couple of quick notes here, guys. Jake, you want to tell the whole fan group here about where we might be this coming Monday?
Yeah, so Monday is the Warriors' home opener. Tom Tolbert and Paulie Mack and Tony Ryan of PMP, the Particle Show, they will be doing a joint broadcast at Longbridge Pizza. in the city on Monday, and that starts, I believe, around 3:30 or 4. There's tickets available. A bunch of people are going to be going that listen to the Tolbert and Pauly shows, and I believe us three will be in attendance, hopefully. And after the Tolbert splits off to do his Warriors broadcast, everyone will hang around, and it's all you can eat pizza and watch the game and just hang out in next to Chase and have a good old time in Thrive City.
Nice. So is next Sunday against the Texans, is that a morning game, a 10 a.m. game?
Yeah. We got 2 road 10 a.m. games coming up. Texans, Giants. That's what road game is. It's on the road.
2 10 a.m. turf and turf games.
Should definitely
Giants.
Definitely start Mac.
So we got Houston, we got the New York Giants, and then we have probably the game of the year for the Niners at home against the Rams, and then on the road against Arizona. So I'd say, what do we need to happen? The next 4 games, 3 on the road, 1 at home against arguably the best team in our division other than us. What do we need to see? I mean, are we just like 2-2? We feel great.
Brissett under center for my Cards. Okay, he's a much better quarterback than Kyler Murray.
Get your Cards out of here. Nobody cares about your Arizona Cardinals. What we need to see, I'd like to win at least. I kind of want to get greedy. If we're talking about the next 3 games,
4. We're going 4. Give me the next 4. We got 3 on the road, 1 at home.
Who's after the Rams?
We got Texans road, Giants road, Rams home, Cardinals road.
We must have a lot of home games to end the year, because it seems like
I was going to end with that, Jake, because when we get to that point, we're so home heavy that it's going to be a nice finish for the Niners after that little stretch. Because
that
it's
must
going
have
to be
been
Carolina.
why they said the schedule was so easy, because there's so many backloaded home games.
Because we'll have 6 games left, and we'll have 4 at home and 2 on the road. So, and with a bye included in that, so we have a lot of advantages coming up in that respect. The advantage we have this week is that Houston just played the late game on Monday night and have a short week. Play 10 a.m. Sunday against the Niners. So I hope that we can use that to our advantage and handle the Texans, who seems like a very beatable team on the road.
Totally.
But 3 road games. When you're on the road, you never know. It's the NFL. And then at home against the Rams, they want revenge after losing to us. So
yeah, I don't see us beating the Rams. I think that's a really good team.
Texans getting smoked right now by the Seahawks.
Yeah, we got the most difficult division. Right? We're off to a nice start here, fellas, but the Rams are really good, and I think Seattle
beat them once, beat them again.
Yeah,
the New York Giants are kind of dumb good. Like their record doesn't show good, but they seem like they can beat teams.
That
so
Jackson
I'm a little
Cam Scatterboom boy. Woo!
Yeah. I feel like we could walk into New York thinking like, oh, we're going to grab this win and be very surprised by a Giants team. So that's the only game I feel like is like a little bit of a trap game. The rest of it feels like. I feel like, the Rams game, it's probably a little less than the coin flip that we win. They're probably going to be slightly favored. I feel like we have to have the Cardinals, but they sometimes just seem to have our number, especially in Arizona. So it's one of these weird things. I think 2-2 is where we should be, but like you're saying, Joe, 3-1 feels like we should get greedy. Let's get 3-1 out of this and really
it's so hard
drive
to say
home
at this point. I mean, this season's been so weird. It's hard to kind of predict any of this. So just take it one game at a time.
All right, fair enough. I tried to push you into a corner. You got out of it.
All right, let me do my my daddy one. I didn't get that one off. I think I had.
Let's hear it, Daddy.
I'm a daddy too.
Yeah, Daddy.
40 fucking father.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, now I forget. Oh yeah. So
I forget.
I was solo dadding one night. My wife was ill, and so I was just kind of taking care of the kids. And my daughter's hair was. My daughter was just kind of doing her own thing. I was paying attention to my son, and she kind of just. I don't know. She's kind of adult and just kind of takes care of things much more. She's not very needy, so she just kind of takes care of business. And all of a sudden, I just kind of smell this like weird. I'm like, is that sunscreen? What is this? What are you doing? This sunscreen? It's like 7:00 at night. And I was like, okay, give me that sunscreen. I take it, and then the next morning. And my son's like, oh, it's not sunscreen. It's not moon screen. It's sunscreen. What are you doing? You don't put it on at night. And then I wake her up in the morning, and she's got like the biggest fro. I'm like, what happened to? Why do you have an Oscar Gamble fro here? What did you do? Why you look like Coco Crisp? This is ridiculous. What happened?
There's something about Mary Fro.
It was like beyond. I didn't know she had that much hair to cover such volume, and so I go to find out. It's like, oh, you put it in your freaking hair. You put the moon screen in your hair because you thought it was like the hair straightener stuff that we put in our hair every day to kind of smooth out all the. I don't know what I'm doing with this hair, guys. I'm
outside your element.
So I'm like, oh shit! I got this Oscar Gamble of a 3-year-old daughter, like this huge fro, and I gotta like comb this thing out and get her to school because she put freaking sunscreen all over her hair. It was a disaster. Anyway, we were late for school, and I put like 11 hair clips in her hair. We made it.
Nice. I guess quickly, I had a field trip today to the pumpkin patch. Mila's been to 4 or 5 pumpkin patches so far. Just really living that pumpkin patch dream. Brought Jordy. Guy's a little psycho, hilarious wrestler. Put Adam in his Warriors gear. Yesterday we were at Disney on Ice. Saw some Frozen and Encanto with Mila and 4 of her best friends. That was actually a really good time, unlike the time we went last time. That was just pure trash there. But this one brought out the grade A, talent for Encanto and Frozen. So.
What are we telling our kids at school? Like, why are they so into pumpkin patches? Like, I got the same business going on. It's like, can I go to a pumpkin patch?
I actually enjoy pumpkin patches very much. I think pumpkin patches are one of the great American traditions.
It's lost on me.
Pumpkin patch, pumpkin patch. Right?
I mean, it's like going to pick out a Christmas tree and it's like done. Or you got your pumpkin.
Well, sometimes you have rides, you have slides, you have bouncy houses, you have
animals there that you can pet and feed,
like food, kind of autumn festivities.
Yeah, it's a season changing type of event. You're leaving summer, you're moving into the darker times of the year, but with that comes abundance, which is you see the giant pumpkins everywhere. They're overgrown, and
I love it. I love it.
Corn pieces and
corn
gourds.
Yes,
just it's kind of like a marker. Like,
I love corn pieces.
Winter coming because we have
the Scotch kicks in.
My seasonal calendar is updating because we got basketball tomorrow, and this is kind of what the pumpkin patch people do. Is it's fall
exactly.
Okay.
You say NBA, pumpkin patch people say pumpkin patch.
Joe, the true story is that before they had a basketball, they played with an orange pumpkin. It starts in October, so you just bounce that thing around. It just didn't work out as well.
Yeah, the Pilgrims used to run pools and hoops with pumpkins.
Fools. All right. Well, hey, we got a lot of fun things coming up here, and Joe, I hope that we can figure out a way to get a live show, maybe at a bar situation in the near future, and we can talk about this.
Figaro and I were working McNally's. So
I love it. So if we can get McNally's, our next pod, we'll announce the McNally's live date. We'll invite the PMB Army out to our neck of the woods, our home turf.
Invite the Humm
we'll see what happens. That's actually a good point. We'll combine them together, and we'll rise to the top.
There you go.
Or we'll all get in fights. We'll see how it plays out.
All right. Well,
gentlemen.
I guess that'll do it. Catch us on Thursday live. Thursday Night Live. You never know when Zach's going to show up, but Artie Davron, our new rock, will be there. Rain, snow, sleet, shine, or hurricanes, earthquakes, whatever. Artie will be there.
Are you excited to see Artie in a suit and tie at the desk?
I can't wait. I'm sure he can't wait either. He's looking forward to it more than anyone.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Is that happening? Are we getting that graphic soon?
We need a couple photos, a couple face shots of Artie to make that happen. But yes,
let's do it.
That's happening.
Sweet.
All right.
Giddy up. Until then, thanks for listening to Humm Daddies. Go Warriors tomorrow. And go Niners Sunday. Go everybody every day, because all you got is your next day. Make it count. Humm Daddies.
That's right. Humm Daddies!
Adios.